All right, YouTube, we are back with another video, and today we are going to be cooking in the kitchen, and by popular demand, we're going to be showing the 4 ingredient, maybe 5 ingredients egg bake we got going here. We got some honey, ham, we got some frozen red and green peppers and onions, and we got 12 eggs here. We got some cheese right here, and we got some sour cream. Pretty simple setup. All we're doing, we're preheating the oven. My oven's a little sketchy in here. It's like a little microwave oven, but we're going to make it work here. So we got a 350 degrees here. We got to crack open all of our eggs into the bucket here. We're going to throw the ham and the red and green peppers into the same exact pan, and you're going to cook it for 40 minutes. It is, you can do it fancier. You can definitely, I did the first week that I made it, I cooked up my bacon, I sauteed my onions, and I did it through. But the whole point of a lot of this cooking stuff is cooking for guys that don't know how to cook, like a lot of my college and high school athletes. And the entire goal is to teach you how to make protein-packed, healthy meals very quickly, as easy as possible. As I'm going here, we got a little chicken crock pot rolling here, and then we'll cook up 2 pounds of beef after, and we'll throw those recipes in the weekly vids here. But we're gonna stick with the egg bake here. So 12 eggs, cracking these in. Let's rip. Again, these videos are going to be for people that cannot cook and just want to have high protein-packed meals. I am not crazy picky with the flavors in my meals, all right? So if you are crazy picky with the flavors in your meal, you're gonna have to go to a different channel. Again, this is for the gruden grinders out here. I think all of my meals taste good. I just would not call them flavorful. My girlfriend, when she cooks meals, it's like 7 layers of flavor going on at all times. Mine is like 1 or 2, and if we're really feeling ourselves, we got 3 layers of flavor there. But nothing too fancy. We're going for nutrients here, right? We're going for ease of use. I think a lot of people overcomplicate the meal prepping process, think about it too much, and if I don't have my stuff on hand and I have to cook it every single day and I can't just heat it up in the microwave, I am an absolute bum and my diet turns to shit. So the new move in the apartment has just been meal prepping absolutely everything. Cutting it up after. With this egg bake, you can throw it into some tortillas. Usually I'll just have it with a piece of toast or by itself. I just slice it up into a couple slices. I keep it in this pan when it's all done. Throw it in the refrigerator, so I don't even have to store it in anything different. It's really nice. And then when the pan's done, throw the pan in the dishwasher, and we start the journey all over again. This egg was already cracked. Not the highest quality eggs here, but I didn't want to show my fancy organic eggs and then have the high schoolers and college guys listening to the YouTube have an excuse as to why they can't do this again. So then I'm going to actually mix up these eggs. The recipe last time called for sour cream in there too. Again, I'm not a cook, but I'm just going to listen to it and throw a little bit of sour cream in there. I think the first time I made it, I did not throw the sour cream in there, and I didn't really notice a massive difference, but we're gonna stick to the recipe today. We're gonna mix up all of these eggs here, make them nice and tenderized here. We got the Vikings game on in the background, ripping there. We got the Atlanta Falcons tonight. JJ McCarthy just became a dad, and hopefully he can get an absolute dub today. So we're mixing all of these eggs up here, nice and easy. That is 12 eggs to the absolute dome. Then gonna open up the honey ham. So this is my first time making it with ham, but the last couple times I made it with sausage, and one time I made it with bacon. My goal, again, is to expedite this process as fast as possible. So I don't have to pull up the pan, I don't have to clean anything else up, like I don't have to cook the meat before, I just wanna throw everything in. So throwing the ham in here just to make it a little bit easier this week. We'll try it out. If it's butt cheeks, it's butt cheeks, and we go back to the bacon and we just add one more step to the process. But again, the meat of choice in here is totally up to you. I'm just trying to show the simplest and easiest way to make this so that you don't have any excuses to why you can't meal prep. The reason I make the egg bake, it's one of the only ways I have found to make eggs taste good reheated. It reheats super well. It does not feel like, you know how like eggs get kind of crappy when you just like try to reheat like regular eggs, not in a bake. Just it doesn't work for me. So I also ordered, I think I got way too much ham here. I ordered like a pound, and I don't really use ham for anything else other than breakfast. So we're gonna have to figure out something else to do with this ham, because in 2 slices I already have this thing completely filled, and I will show you guys a better angle here when we are done. But just slicing this ham up, throwing this baby in here, right here, right here, right here. And then we got, again, these tri-pepper. They're the frozen peppers and onions. Again, if you want to go fancy and make it healthy, if you want to go fancy and make it taste a little better, you absolutely can, but not the goal. Not the goal here. Right here, a high-tech, where did I get this from? I think Goodwill knives. Not the sharpest knife. Oh my God, bro. How can you not cut through a plastic bag? That is embarrassing. All right, we're just gonna stick our hand in here. Ooh, the oven is yelling at me. Throwing some peppers all the way in here. And you can throw whatever you kind of want in here. I have not played around with other things yet, but as we get better at this, we'll upgrade this. This is week 3 of the egg bake. It's been absolute money. Again, goal is to get 50 grams of protein for myself. 50 grams of protein first thing in the morning, right? So I have one of these Chobani's in the morning or a protein shake, but these I just bought all of Target out on these. They're 30 grams straight to the dome there. I'll have one of those right before I go to coach my session in the morning, and then when I get back, I'll take a big slice of this and heat this up. I actually got to throw some cheese in here, cheese to taste. I got to throw some salt and pepper as well. I got to season it up, season it up a little bit. But goal, again, 50 grams of protein to the dome, making it as easy on yourself as possible so you don't have to think about it. I like, as I've been upping this with myself and getting better at it, I've been doing the Chobani with 2 hard-boiled eggs in the morning, and then I do the egg bake. So really just trying to clean everything up, make it a little bit better. And I'm not too picky on like adding things for flavor, right? Like if you're a bodybuilder, you're trying to get down to like 1% body fat, you really have to think about all the minuscule calories and the minuscule things. I think so many people are so far away from just simply like creating a simple diet that tastes pretty solid so that you actually eat the food and you don't feel like you're starving yourself. And like, again, my meals are not super complex or not super like detailed with a bunch of ingredients and you have to learn how to cook, but it's also not the full on, just throwing some salt on here, it's not the full on bodybuilder where you just have to raw dog chicken and rice all day, right? Like there's small little tweaks to these things that you can do to make them taste better, like adding a little bit of cheese in there, getting some good salt and pepper, adding some little bit of garlic powder in there maybe. This is the first time adding some of this in there, making a little garlicky. I kind of love some garlic. Add some pepper in here. When you're cooking up your beef and you like good beef, that's what we're gonna make after this. I'm not gonna show that on this camera. We're just gonna cook up 2 pounds of raw beef, and then we got a bunch of frozen veggies in the freezer that cook up in the microwave, and adding those to the beef. You can create like 17 different meals with just one base of beef, and then you have the veggies that you can throw in the microwave for 2 minutes, and you heat up the meat. You have some little bit of rice with it, and it's money. But anyways, we got the finished before we get into the oven here, finished product of this, and we are 8 minutes into recording. So we had made 8 eggs here, and this is gonna be my breakfast for the entire week in 8 minutes. And now we just gotta throw it into the oven here and then let it cook for usually like 40-ish minutes. The first time it cooked a little bit faster, but I didn't put the sour cream in there, so I think that's the reason it cooked that fast. But last week it was a little at 40 minutes, but again, I'm cooking at 350, so pretty low heat here in my kind of crappy microwave oven. So base the time off of when it starts to like brown on top and like it's just solid, right? Like if it's not solid, it's just gonna be milky in between. But again, 9 minutes, we cooked up breakfast for the week, not counting actual baking time, and there was literally no skill in there. I gotta put my clock on here for I'm gonna go put like 45 minutes on. I'm gonna put 50 and then stop it at like 40. Because last time I stopped, I put it at 35 and it wasn't done yet, and this stupid microwave oven had to reheat. But I will show you the finished product when this is done. 40 minutes on the clock, let's rip. All right, so 35 minutes later, we are all done and ready to pull this baby out. Yeah, it's beeping at me here. Ooh, it looks like it turned out actually pretty good here. This is the ultimate boy that lives alone. I found out last week or 2 weeks ago when I made this for the first time that I don't have oven mitts because it was my first time using the oven here. And so I have to use these little washcloths, and it kind of burns the fuck out of your hands as you're going. Mother trucker, ow! I do have oven mitts coming. I ordered some off Amazon, but we should have this all ready to roll here. Let's poke around a little bit. Okay, yes, this is gonna be fire. All right, so showing you the final product here. I gotta show off everything actually. We got 2 pounds of beef and bison in there. That is the meals that we will use, the base for the meals, the protein for the meals when we just throw the rice, the veggies, and everything together. So that setup is all in here. So we just got some like Caribbean style seasoned rice. We got some Indian style sweet potato. We got some veggies here. We got some other veggies here, and we'll kind of just fry those up. We got some carrots over there. I think that we got a couple more things in here. Don't worry about that pizza and that French toast. Those are for, and that ice cream. Those are for special days, special occasions like the Vikings winning tonight. Then we just got to look into the views down there. Giovanni's absolute fire. I can't remember what I was talking about there with the. Oh, that's with the base of this. So we will throw all of that onto a plate there, and then we will throw some veggies on top of it, anything in there, and we'll kind of cook it up, and that's how we make like our 7 different meals. And then we have a couple sauces in the fridge that we go with there. Then we got the crock pot cooking here. It's like 2 hours into the 4-hour trip. We are making some like chicken fajita type things in there. Just have chicken for the week, and now we got the final product here. This amazing, beautiful egg bake, and we will cut that up and it will be our eggs for the week. So we got our eggs for the week, we got our lunch for the week, we got our dinner for the week, and we can kind of just mix and match too. So we can do, it's just a base, we can do a bunch of different lunches, a bunch of different dinners, or if I don't want to have the same thing, I don't want to have just the beef or just that for dinner every night, I'll have that for lunch, and then I'll switch this for dinner and then add up the spice with the different vegetables and everything like that. We got the Vikings on over there, and their offense does not look nearly as good as my egg bake. So I appreciate you guys watching. Keep chopping wood.